We're back. Let's go. We got a new series coming at you, so stick around and watch. Alright, so this series is going to be me naming my breakout players, but we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to go division by division. First one is the Atlantic Division. Let's go. Alright, first up, we got the Boston Celtics. They've had a crazy offseason, trading away Jaylen Brown, missing out on a trade for Giannis. So this one feels kind of obvious if you know what the front office has been doing for the Boston Celtics. It's Hugo Gonzalez, and the reasoning for that is they missed out on a Giannis trade because they didn't want to include him in that trade. He has to be the number one breakout candidate for Boston next year, because if he doesn't break out, people start to look at the Boston Celtics front office and be like, what are we doing? New York Knicks aren't really a team that needs a breakout candidate because they just won the NBA Finals and should probably be the favorite in the East. But they did lose Mitchell Robinson, so I'm going to go Mohamed Diawara, who is coming into his second year, and I liked in some of his limited minutes. Obviously, they picked up Andre Drummond, but it kind of depends. Andre Drummond's getting older. I don't know how much of a backup big he's going to be, and with Cat getting in foul trouble a lot last year, they relied on backup centers, and when Mitchell Robinson got into foul trouble, they relied on Ariel Hukporti, who is not on the team anymore. So Mohamed Diawara, I think, can take that step. It just depends if he's ready or not, and if he can go into a championship caliber team or championship team and be backup center minutes. It's kind of an interesting pick, but there's not many good picks for the Knicks. So speaking of the 76ers and speaking of Ariel Hukporti, they go hand in hand in this one. I think Ariel Hukporti is a perfect breakout candidate for the 76ers this year. I feel like the one thing they are lacking is a little bit of depth, and that is in the front court specifically. When Joel Embiid goes down, which he will at multiple times this season, hopefully it's not in the playoffs for their sake, but he will go down. Who is going to be the center that steps into those minutes? My boy, Colin Murray-Boyles for the Toronto Raptors. He's entering his second year, and oh my goodness, is this trio of defensive players when the Kawhi trade goes through, which it most likely will, of Kawhi, Scotty Barnes, and CMB is going to be so fun to watch. And I think with that defense beside him, Colin Murray-Boyles can step up his offensive game as well. And I truly do believe that Colin Murray-Boyles is like going to be the third best player on this team next year, which is crazy to say, but I'm a big CMB guy, so we'll see. Brooklyn Nets, the last one. This is kind of the hardest one because it could low-key be anybody on this team. I think the obvious answer is Yegor Demon. I'm going to go a little different route. I'm going to go Day'Ron Sharpe. With Claxton going to the Bulls, Day'Ron Sharpe finally gets his chance to start for this team. I am a Day'Ron Sharpe believer, but he has never gotten 20 minutes a game in his career ever, and I think he's going into his 6th year with the Brooklyn Nets. That continuity, in my opinion, helps, and I do think that he can be a breakout center because he is so good in the limited minutes that he plays on a really bad team like the Nets. So I think he could be fun, and I think the Nets could be a very fun team this year in general.